Alrighty then, good afternoon all you fantastic people, Silver Dragon here, coming back at you with some more Distant Worlds 2, gonna be continuing where we last left off with the Great Fish and Chips Empire. Things were going quite well last time. We managed to not yet get like a full alliance with our neighboring Akdarian Empire, but we are, so high up there with reputation with them. That's just pretty much a matter of time, essentially. We also managed to acquire two, independent colonies essentially into our empire, which are, one of which is actually going quite well. We're getting close to actually getting a nice profit out of that one, at least somewhat of a profit out of that one, I should say. Whereas the other one is, it's kind of not the greatest. Part of me wants to just be like, yeah, no, I don't want you anymore, and just disband that colony or something. But no, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how that goes. And of course, we're also in the works of hopefully, or not yet, but hopefully we'll also get this minor world on board as well, because that would be a really nice one to have. It's any ocean-based world that I can get my hands on. I'm always ready to go for. Now let's take a quick glance. So money-wise, we're not doing the greatest, but we're doing the best we can. Let's take a look and see what we got for our current research. So fast mining we're getting on to right now, so we can get a little bit better mining for. I think this is more so for the ships. Yeah, this is more so for our like independent mining ships. That'll give them a bit better use out of that. After that, we got the Planetary Exploration, so we got a upgrade to our surveyors, pretty much, which will be somewhat useful. Then we're starting to finally get into actual weapon tech, because we're going to start needing that real soon. Starfighters, shipboarding, all that. So this gives us basic landing capabilities for fighting planetside and so on. Finally getting the nuclear supercharging, which will be our next big kind of energy, what can I say? Energy source, basically. And then, of course, moving on to better transport systems, better docking, so that all the ships coming in docking at the station will have an easier time doing so. Increased recreation systems, which this is mostly for like the tourism, which I don't really have too much of right now, so yeah. Because I think I might need... No, I did unlock... Yeah, I did unlock expanded space station, so I do have the resort base. I definitely want to get the monitoring base here. Also increases weapon range, which is quite nice.
Go ahead, make my
day.
day.
Thank you for the follow there, good sir. Appreciate it. Hi, Friedel. Welcome to the Shenanigans. After that, we're working on more weapons, efficient beam weapons. Finally getting into hyper jump gem inhibiting, so that once I get I'll probably get a couple ships produced that are very, very specifically kitted out to jam hyperspace systems or hyperdrive systems, and get them thrown into every single fleet, so that we're not just going to have enemy ships warping out every 2 seconds anytime our fleets get relatively close to them. And from there, it's just on to the extras for now. Alright, let's go ahead and resume. We still have these two stuck over here, unfortunately. They're never going to get free. I'm sure everyone on those crews have probably died of old age by now. Or lack of supplies, I should say. Part of it's like I should almost just detonate them, but eh. Do we ever get... He's trying. The Pathfinder here is trying to get there, but looks like he ran out of fuel. This Pathfinder as well also ran out of fuel. Right, let's get a couple more fuel ships. Clearly we have a lack of fuel ships, which is an issue here. $17 resource shortages, apparently. Oh, we actually are low on Castellon, which is kind of funny. I think part of that issue as well is a matter of we just don't have a high enough storage for our freighters to actually do their job properly. The funny thing is, like, for the massive, jump that the hyperdrives get in their range and speed, the storage systems don't. Like, we went from literally, 800 to 1100 to 1400. Like, Hmm. At least the size stays consistent, so that's at least one good thing for that. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the base of that. Hmm. Interesting. Put that onto the bottom because that intrigues me. This could also be very useful for that. It's actually quite a bit that I need, like basic countermeasures, eventually improved targeting, and so on and so forth. Deep space damage control. So there's a lot on my to-do list here down the road. New shielding. I don't care for ground combat all that much, so I'm not too concerned about that. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue. Oh, I might apparently never paused it. Right, speed things up a little bit. Excellent. How are our fleets doing? Where are they? Still pretty darn weak. Where those ships went? Where were they again? They were M something. Oh, here we go. They were over here. So we repaired a couple of these, but they haven't actually become available yet for me to use. At least not that I can see. How's the repair process going on these? Construction of a new fuel tank. I always forget to disable that, goddammit. Oh, nice. Accurate point defenses have been completed. Our agent evaded detection, and oh, actually he managed to acquire the last information for that. Very nice. Let's send you on a new mission. Research information. Let's get energy torpedoes. Or do I want to go explore? Let's get exploration scanners. That's always the saddest thing about this, is they're either guaranteed to fail or guaranteed to succeed. There's no, like... And most of the time it seems like there's no middle ground, except in the very beginning, where you have a somewhat decent chance to succeed. Yeah, we're getting there. He's actually working on the big one right now, the destroyer here. Fuel tanker. Fuel from here. Interesting. Yavin 1. Oh, they tried to... They successfully completed their mission to steal the territory map. Shite. Hyperdrive research from that. Ooh, very nice. Okay, where do you want me to colonize? Yavin 1. I mean, it's a deep ocean planet, which immediately gives a hell yeah for me. But where is it? Oh, yeah. No, hell yeah. Go ahead. That's a good one to have. It'll be an actual colony from us, not just a independent colony that we took over. Rilgan 5. Okay. He's over here. I want to make sure that these guys get the fuel that they need so I can... Fantastic. Go send them to rescue the Oh. Sure, why not? The abandoned ship was repaired. Investigate it. They accept my gift. Lovely. Thank you for accepting my gift. They wish to join our colony. I think I was denying them. I'm gonna decline for now. Because from what I recall, they're also a very poorly developed human civ, and I would really rather not have to suffer that. Oh, Hidden Tower of Riddle. Okay. Ruins sit atop a ledge overlooking a fiery lake of sulfur. Sure, investigate the hidden tower. Treasure recovered. Found valuable treasure worth 4,754 credits. The ruins provide following colony bonuses: 9% colony development, 7% armor research, and 5% scenery. Can acquire research bonuses by building a research station here. Yeah, let's go ahead and just build that there. Where is this anyway? Ah, I see. Okay, let's get back over to here. Wait. Yeah, over here. I need to see if any of these fuel tankers are ready yet. You're up to 1,500. So you're the one closest to actually getting full here. Honestly, that's probably enough to fuel these guys. Oh, nice. We found an abandoned ship. Interesting. An abandoned colony ship, even. Okay, investigate. Appears to be in good working order. You have boarded it and take control. Disassembling the advanced technology of the ship at one of our spaceports would yield research bonuses. Alternatively, we should keep this powerful ship and use it to defend our empire. Inside the colony ship are millions of Quamians sleeping in stasis hibernation. Abandoned ship repaired. The World Founder. Honestly, I would almost rather take that one back and use its... Did we build a spaceport here yet? We have not. We'll try and get them to get over here and refuel them. We'll take them to one of our spaceports and have them disassembled. Just because I don't necessarily want to colonize a world using the frog people. I would rather use my own people. So as much as it's nice to basically save like 40 million, or not 40 million, like 40,000 by being given a ship for that, I'm kind of like, meh. I would just rather get the research bonus for that. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, let's go and resume. I feel like I almost want to bump up the enhanced storage. Because that's also going to bump up the fuel cell quite a bit. 120, right now we're at 110. Actually, yeah, that's not a huge difference. Yeah, no, that's not worth... That's not worth the difference. That's what the fuel tankers are for. I'll just make a couple more fuel tankers. Right. How are we doing with progress on these colony worlds? Not too bad. Oh yeah, that's another thing that I forgot to look up. I should probably do that there quickly while I remember. Nice, our agent evaded detection. Managed to steal more information on that. Fantastic. Fantastic! Let's see. Let's see if I can find something from this. Planetary facilities were expensive, and some of them mentioned there are new planetary defense facilities. I'd like to know how expensive and powerful they are. They have tiers and upgradable from one tier to the next, same facility type. Some facilities are relatively expensive, like terraforming facilities or one of the galaxy's wonders, tend to be more expensive. Some are more economic in nature. They have a cost and maintenance more than a return. More than return in that increased value, revenue. Power level also varies quite a bit. That's the thing then. Yeah, let's see. What are the economy buildings then? Because I've been trying to unlock economy based buildings, but. Ah, you bugger. Okay. Do not have only influence it. Of course. You profit when the private economy constructs ships and uses your shipyard. Research stations, military ports. Oh, let me close this stupid shit. Freighters, cash flow, tax minus expenses, bonus income, less predictable income such as private ship construction, fuel sales, tourism, salvaging, and all that jazz. You can boost cash flow by increasing the colony's population and reducing support costs and corruption. Question is, how do I reduce support costs? Avoid overbuilding. The maintenance cost could very well cripple your economy. It's not much like I have much to build. Uh-huh. And they didn't even give me any useful information on the actual economy buildings either, after disabling half my shit just so I could actually get access to that. Well, that's annoying. So there must be something further on in the tech tree then that I haven't found yet. Maybe locked behind the enhanced construction. Or the Commerce Center. High Tech Academy. So these help with that. So yeah, it must be. Maybe more gets unlocked in this tier once I get to that. System governance. I like how the corruption reduction on there is 0 million kilometers. Oh, jeez. Part of me wants to just take a look at the whole damn tech tree so I have a better idea of where the hell that is in this tree. But whatever for now. We'll just let the mining do what it's doing for now. That's always the biggest issue is how the hell do you boost up your economy? Obviously, having different colonies helps, but, they're always a drain on your resources more so than a gain. And the biggest thing is this support cost here. Like, the support cost for this is massive. Population less than 100 million. Clearly, that's not a problem. We have over 100 population over 100 million. Suitability for population less than 20. That is a possibility. It is a continental planet, but I don't think it's that terrible. An assimilated population, which is true. Oh no, their assimilation rate's 100%, so they're all assimilated. Population above 50% of maximum. And what is the maximum? That's the question. Like, what is the maximum? How do I increase that maximum? And so on and so forth. Obviously, we have corruption losses, but that's kind of always the standard case for that. So... there we go. I raise their taxes up. That helps a little bit with that, but no, you can go away. Declined. Sure, why not? I'll give him a little money. I'll give him a little cash. How are we doing this one? Same thing. It's funny because it always says, like, these are the following factors that increase your colony support costs. But it doesn't accurately describe which one of these is potentially causing you a problem. It's like, if there was some detailed information I could get on this, I'd be able to tell, okay, so the current issue with this is that, my population hasn't assimilated enough, or that we don't have enough housing, quote unquote, so we're over the population limit. Basically, we have like a lot of homeless in that sense, or something along those lines. Something. Give me something that tells me in a more accurate way how I can improve the situation, rather than just, silence. But whatever. They accept my gift. Fantastic. They do ever so love me. I was about to say, how goes the rescue, but... oh, this guy finally almost made it to the destination, even though he has no fuel left, apparently. He still somehow is putting his way over there. Here comes the supply tanker. Trying to fuel up this boy right here, who's also going to the same destination. He just ran out of fuel faster. Alright, we almost got the fast mining, which will be useful for all of our independent miners. Still wondering where the hell all those ships went, though. Dominator of Again. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what happened to those military ships. They just kind of vanished off the face of the earth for some reason, per se. We still have one of you left. We have the Growling Star, apparently. Which is one of the escort ships, unless it just wasn't capable of... I don't know where the hell they went. I really don't. Oh well. Which fleet is stationed in there again? I think it's the 3rd fleet. Yeah, let's go ahead and retrofit yourselves. Oh, it's actually the 2nd fleet that's there. Yeah, go ahead and retrofit, please. Agent successfully completed his mission. Of course he did. Oh, did he automate himself? Let's get some more exploration scanners. Okay. Keep on stealing. So far, the 2 other, races per se next to me don't appear like they're going to be that much of a threat to take down, but we'll see. This could honestly just right here be a small part of their actual empire. Because it could be that they have a small, just a mini empire here, and then have a massive federation over here. I had that happen once where I had an enemy that for some reason their empire was on 2 separate sides of my territory. Which was rather annoying. Alright, so fast mining research is done. Fantastic. Continue. Now we're working on Planetary Exploration, which I'm honestly even tempted to push that one back because it's not super important, but I mean it's going to help my exploration ships be a little bit more efficient, so I'll let them just have it. Let's talk to you. I haven't talked to you yet. Independent colonies. They are neutral with us. Accept this gift. Change that. Oh, I guess like that's my only options is either diplomacy leading to peaceful colonization or kill them all. I don't think I like those options. Okay. At least for these guys, they're not terrible. I mean, their development sucks, but at least their revenue isn't as bad as the other guys. But then again, that might just be due to the fact that I haven't tried colonizing it yet. The moment I try colonizing it, it might screw me over for that. Speaking of which, did that ship ever make it here? Where was I? I was sending him over to here, actually. There he is. The world founder. Okay, let's send him over to here. There we go. Jump him over here and see what happens. I should definitely build a couple more of those fuel tankers. For now, yeah, I'll build two more. That should be sufficient for now. Unknown items detected, and okay. At least until I figure out what they actually are. I love the sheer amount of ships running back and forth here too now as well. I remember in Aurora I would actually disable the view for civilian ships because it would get to a point where they were just a little too crazy. Just a little too crazy. Looks like that guy's almost finally made it to him too. Our fuel tanker's on the way to this guy. Mm-hmm. High-tech research bonus? Hell yeah. I don't super want to colonize you, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, meh. Why the hell not? They're only at a minus 1,000 cost, and we can probably make that up real quick anyway. So let's just go ahead and build another colony ship then. Once that's done, I'll accept it. Oh yeah, definitely go for that. We need all that freaking castle on. Planetary Exploration Module research done. Finally, we're working on energy torpedoes. Very nice. Which we already have higher enough or higher research in now because of all the tech we were stealing. Hee 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 hee. Please go give that full fuel. There we go. There we go. New colony ship is done. Torpedoes are done. Working on the new engines, which will be another quick upgrade because they're just ready to go. Offer the Actarian Federation a little bit of cash. Go for it. That's done. Moving on to the vectoring thrusters now. They accepted my gifts. Fabulous. Enjoy. We made a discovery. Crusterian skin, the soft, scaly skin of an enormous aquatic reptile. Their deadly predators can grow lengths of 100 meters or more. They inhabit dark undersea tunnels and caves in the depths of the vast ocean. They are found exclusively on ocean worlds. It provides the following bonuses: +6 colony development. I kind of wish there were more unique and interesting kind of bonuses, you know? Evil Claw Pirates found. I accept your treaty for now. Oh, wait. No, cancel that. Cancel that. Don't go that way. Okay. Section. Good job, buddy. Okay, let's get you on automation. Perfect. What did you do? Stole information on exploration scanners. Fantastic. What else can I get you to steal? Oh, he has a back hit, apparently. Thought it said he evaded... Oh, did we lose one of our spies? I was not paying attention. We apparently lost one of our spies. Ooh, what do I want to work on here? Tractor beams. Let's work on starfighters, because I know I'm going to be researching that here shortly. This mission is somewhat risky. Maybe you should reconsider. 94% chance of success. Risky, right. Right. They're going over well. Advanced maneuvering research. Send him to colonize the Sinaf Castream system, which is a continental moon. Oh yeah, because they did want that, didn't they? What is the viability for us, though? I mean, I'm just going to do it, but yeah, sure. Go ahead and send them off there. We'll go colonize that then. Even though that part of the reason why I didn't want to colonize them is because they were part of the our neighbor's empire, or at least the area is part of the empire. So I didn't want to create any conflict there. But you know what? Screw it. Add one more colony to our list. All I really need to do is get an admin center down there, boost their development, and we should be making money from them is the hope and the dream. Speaking of which, how are the... Yep, completed the research of the starfighters. That was quick. Working on shipboarding now. Sure, why not go ahead and build a resort there? That'll get us some more money. We're almost to the point of making a profit finally on these guys. It's so damn close. Corruption is okay. Everything else is looking good there. Again, I just need to find where in all of this damn list is the, My brain is failing me. Where in all this damn list is the actual, like, construction for, economy buildings, I should say. I'm going to hope that this actually will lead to that, and I'm going to see about bumping that up. Let me actually move this around a bit. These are all kind of important, so I'll let them go. I'll let them do what they need to do. Alright, continue. It's funny though too, like we are given a mission basically to explore both of these, but we can't actually get there because of the lovely lightning clouds. Oh, that's because I paused, that's why. not get far. Nice, we have established a new colony up there. Fantastic. Sure. Offer the gift. Build the base. More importantly, build the admin center to reduce corruption and deal with all the other jazz. Now we're gonna really start to see our cash flow suffer now, though, because we're of the offer the free trade agreement, offer the treaty. Hopefully that'll also help with my economy a little bit. They accepted free trade, and it's literally a hop, skip, and a jump from a free trade to a colonization. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm even gonna. Yeah, no. I'm gonna cancel you, my friend. I want you to come over here, because it's gonna take you no time at all for them to... Oh, yeah, I know. I'm gonna decline for now. Oh, we're under attack by something. Oh, those bloody void cars. I swear, once I get a couple of destroyers in there, they're gonna be dealt with rather handily, I swear. Anyway. Actually, at least our fleets actually might be a bit better off now that I researched a few better weapons, but they're still kind of crap. Oh, a new spy has appeared. Oh, he's automatically going to steal, apparently. Okay. Good luck. I guess we don't need to do that anymore. Kind of wonder what happens if I'm stealing tech, or stealing information for tech that I no longer require. Well, he successfully did his mission. What if I put you to automated? Let's see what you do. Yep, there we go. Information of missile weapons. Very nice. Ooh. Otandium opals. Colony development and colony income. Go for it. I wonder if that's an empire-wide bonus. I don't think so, but hey, let's send him out there anyway. Okay. Hopefully it won't be too long before these guys want to be colonized. Looks like the Rim Runner is heading over there. Go ahead and assign that mission. Let's see if the other ship has gotten here yet. Oh, great, we're under attack. I will check that in a moment. I hope that works. Okay. Where the hell are those filthy pirates at? Oh, you already left, I see. That's quite a way out there, too, though. Yeah, sure, go ahead and do it. Honestly, this is... excuse me. This seems to be like what 90% of this tends to be, though. It's just like... stretch. The AI is like, do this thing, and I'm like, okay. Do this thing. Maybe later. Look how these guys, though, are able to pass right by this cloud, no problems, and yet anything that tries to approach that rift is just, yeah. Damn. You're actually pretty freaking strong, considering.
Yeah, I definitely gotta get some better ships, damn it. Our agent was captured. Oh no. Whoops. Let's hope our other agent is more successful. That's always the thing, isn't it? It's like it always seems like anytime you get like a 1% chance for something to happen, you'll always succeed, and when you have a 99% chance, you'll fail. I swear. Declined. Thank you for your interest in our empire. You are declined. The Savage Corsairs. I'm gonna decline this one. Send my boys. My boys are on the way. Protection, very nice. Our shields are doing very well here. Oh, he's gonna get destroyed once my ships get in. I think he might be fleeing now. Yeah, he's jumping out. Damn. I really need to get a proper deep space monitoring system going. You can see right here, even now, my ships just suck. They take way too long to get anywhere to be useful, whereas the pirates can warp out and be like 10 systems away in seconds. Like, personally, I think pirates have way too advanced technology for fucking pirates. They could be like the dominant freaking, you know, rulers of the galaxy with the kind of fucking technology they seem to have at the beginning. All they would literally need is like a pirate alliance, and that would basically be the end of all of us. And there we go. So now we're going to have that colonized too. Yay! How are our colonies doing? Still waiting on you to generate a profit. Looks like you're at 28% for your admin center, so that should be okay. And that's the fun thing too, is it does have each one of these does have a maintenance cost of 500 credits. But if you think about it, in many of these, oh great. At least we got our freaking reactor done. But anyway, something, what was I coming up with there? Oh great, we found these guys. I haven't actually produced any ground forces yet. Colony is being raided, colony is under attack. And they instantly managed to succeed in raiding our colony. God, I hate that. That's why it's like 99.9% of the time, you basically have to give the pirates what they want. Because otherwise they'll just warp in, fucking just steal half your shit, and then warp out. Oh. Oh. Apparently we're at war. Okay then. Working on the transport systems, then these guys, and we'll see how that goes beyond that. I definitely want to get hyperspace, hyper jump inhibiting soon. But I also want to get some faster jump drives, because we need some bloody faster jump drives. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Well, we'll see what pops up when we get the inhibiting, because I'm not sure which of these is going to be a good one. Anyway, if only we had any actual intel as to where the enemy were, but oh well. Unknown items detected. I don't know if they're to my west, to my north, I have no clue. Well, whatever. We'll keep putting along as usual. Eventually they'll show up somewhere. But I think I might have to add one more thing to my research queue here real soon. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right after commerce, we're going to go with, interstellar destroyers and efficient beam weapons. And also I'm going to get improved frigates, too. And this, too. That's getting jumped up the line. So I need to get some better civilian ships that's going to help out the economy more. I mean, the fact that I have... The fact that I have this many colony worlds, and yet my cash flow is still in the positive, is pretty freaking good. Build that. But yeah, no, like if I look at this here, let me actually put that panel back up. Like, right now there's not enough population or development here, but eventually the losses from corruption are going to be fairly significant. Like right here, we're losing 62,000 from corruption. So if we can lower down corruption, that will have a significant impact on that. Alright, let's lower this to 20. We're lowering our tax below 20 to reduce corruption. It's going down. Set that to manual so they're not going to keep jumping up there. Which it kept bloody doing, annoyingly so. Oh wow, we're actually down to 12. Oh, we got a massive reduction in cash flow by doing that though. But then again, I need to get that corruption lower. I might have to automate it regardless though, because we're bleeding funds now that I've removed that. Transport systems were dealt with. Okay. Find better ways of getting rid of corruption there as well. I know some of the more advanced, like planetary centers, will help with that, but we'll see. We'll see where we go with that. Coordinated docking is being worked on now, which, honestly, well, they're all going to take about the same time, so just let it do its thing. Besides, that's a relatively, somewhat important thing, so we'll kind of just do it for now. 23 location bonuses, which are pretty damn good. 17 empire bonuses. Yes, I know. I have to deal with the guys in the Helu system eventually. I'll get on it, damn it. A couple resource shortages, nothing too mind-blowing. What's our bonus income? Our corruption really isn't going down by much. Much more, unfortunately. I was hoping it would have drained a little bit more by now, but I guess not. Recent pirate raids, which unfortunately there's a couple. I'm gonna leave it like that for now. I'll come back later and re-automate it if I have to. If my cash flow really starts going, or well, not cash flow, but my cash drops too much, then yeah. Good job. They managed to steal research on tractor beams. Lovely. Continue stealing from the enemy. Oh wow, plus 21% espionage. Very nice. He's working on missile weapons now. Very good. Keep up the good work. Revealed some info. Don't really care too much for that, but whatever. Yeah, I thought so. Oh, this one has some stuff. Argon. Pretty good on Argon. No resources. Polymer. Sure. Oh boy, here we go again. The Nexus of Ilrud. Sure, why not? What could go wrong? We recovered some treasure worth 21,000 credits. The ruins provide a 18% colony bonus and 13% scenery. Yeah, that's pretty freaking good. Of course, it happens to be on a volcanic freaking planet, which is the worst kind of planet for me. Yeah. Where the hell is that even? Oh, it's on the other end of the Akdarian Empire too. Oh, I see. They finally got a. Oh, did they take them over? Apparently, they took them over. Ah, good for them. Good for them. They can take those human peeps. I have no interest. Interesting. Do we have 3 separate civilizations of Trastans, or? Yeah, because you're a different blue than these guys. So, huh. That's weird, but whatever. But yeah, no, once we get the destroyers researched, I'll start just pumping those out. All the interconnected nodes. We've discovered some kind of wood. Succulus wood. Rare exotic timber from the tree. Very hard wood. This tree has a deep red color. Beautiful grain and texture. Enormous heights of over 400 meters or more. Found vast bushlands of desert savanna worlds. Dear Lord, I cannot English. English eludes me apparently today. Okay. How's these pirates' strength here? 1,184. Oh boy, that's gonna be like, I'll need 2,000, 2,500 to destroy it, more than likely. Basically, I just generally need better weapons, because the shielding on something like that tends to be high enough to be a real pain. Fast mining, self-optimized extractors, interesting. Fast interceptors, orbital escape launchers, hybrid thrusters. I'll see once I get that done. Once efficient beam production is going, we should be seeing an increase in that, or at least see if it chains off into something more interesting. What do you want to build now? Sure, why not? Go for it. Unknown items detected. Yeah, hopefully... It might be the improved sensors that I did give them are giving them a better chance at scanning that stuff now, assuming they actually came back to retrofit themselves. Proposed immediate enter the war with them. Yeah, sure. We have ended our war between us, which I don't know why it really started. It's like, we immediately ran into each other and we're like, I don't like you. War be declared. At least now I know they're over here. So my Akdarian friends here are going to be a nice shield. For us. Sure, why not? Increase colony development? Hell yeah. I'll take all the Empire-wide bonuses I can get. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do now, I think, is... Let's produce, assuming I do have it. We're going to produce 5 more exploration ships and let them just go batshit crazy. Actually, you know what? We're also going to... We're going to produce 3 more fuel ships as well. Just to make sure that we have enough of them running around fueling up all our ships. And because I don't think every single one of my fleets has a fuel tanker. Yawn. Pardon me. I'm definitely looking forward to eventually getting a ship with a jammer on it and just having one of those around to in each fleet to prevent them from running away. But until I have a jump drive quick enough to get us there, it's not going to matter too much. Sure, investigate the high nexus of Riggin. Made a curious discovery. Data core revealed some intriguing information, and the data core navigation directions pointing to whatever that is, which will give me a purple radius like this. We should investigate this location, provide the following Empire-wide bonuses. 6% to sabotage, very nice. The runes provide a pretty good hyperdrive research and colony research, or called colony development. We can acquire research bonuses by building a research station here. Done. Where was that? That was actually right there. Ah, there it is. I need to find one of my explorers. Okay, he's under construction right now. Okay, I'm sending him over there to explore that. It might be the first one we can actually bloody explore, considering. Okay, how's our colonies doing? Well, you're still at 100. Tax rate's currently as high as it can get without pissing them off a little bit. But you know what? Their happiness is to the point where even if they're upset with the tax rate being high, at least we're getting some money out of it. So let's get it up to 19%. Same thing for you. Yeah, you're ecstatic right now, so let's go ahead and just crank the taxes up. Sign, sure. Complete constructive abandoned base in the Kubris system. Go right ahead. That'll give us some nice tech. Yeah, development is high, corruption is okay, but we're still losing a lot of money here for that colony. So I'm not a huge fan of the human colonies at all. It's just we're not as suited to those planets. Even though they have big-ass oceans, apparently that's still not suitable enough for us to, you know, give us a good profit off that. But again, we'll see further down the line if I unlock some tech that will get us some actual economy buildings, damn it. That's the one thing I still haven't seen yet. Like, we're about as far in the tech tree now at this point that I've ever been. So we'll have to see beyond that where things go. Okay. I still don't know where those other attack ships went. I think they might have went to Riddle to refuel. So let's take a look around here and see if we can find a bunch of... let's see here. Coordinated docking was done. Okay. We discovered Elarf, apparently. Incredibly sweet type of alcohol made from rare Wacanius plant. It is a cactus-like succulent. Thick spongy leaves contain a rich Viconium juice. Plant is found in the desert savanna worlds. Very nice. Exploration ship. Yeah, I don't know where the hell they went from there. I really don't. Yeah, no. I mean, that one's okay, but we really don't need steel. We're producing so much steel that it's not necessary. Unless there's other resources to make it worth it, it's just no. Steel is the one thing we really don't need. Sure. We'll send the... this seems like less like a gift and more like... I don't even know what to call it. Like 825 credits? I don't know. I mean, we already have, what? 5 colonies now. They barely have 2. Granted, only one of my colonies is actually making a profit now. But, you know, we're getting there. The moment we can actually start, you know, further reducing corruption and boosting their actual, like, income, then we'll start to have, you know, credits to the point where I can basically just output a massive combat fleet and not even have to worry about it. All the colonies currently love us. They're just maxed out right now, so... fabulous.
Go ahead.
Alright, let me go and
Make
automate
my
the money then.
day.
Hey, thank you for the follow there, Silver Under. Welcome to Shenanigans, good sir. Alright, another exploration ship popped up. We're 20% on the commerce. Construction ship, a frigate, and a couple of escorts. Sure. Oh, we have a couple of unknown items detected here. Mangrove Forest Planet. Our mining station is under attack. Try. And actually, that's another thing I think I'll add to the research queue, because a lot of our shit does keep getting attacked, so let's go ahead and get the next tier of shields as well. Wait. Point deflectors. Yeah, no. We'll get the shields here. Actually, no, I'm going to put improved colonization. Well, no, I don't think... Yeah, no, we'll put that in the back. We'll definitely put that in the back burners. Because improved colonization, although that can be nice, for general... not too much. For general colony improvements, I don't think I really want to use it, because it's expensive as all hell. At least until this is back in the positives for the cash flow. Not that it matters, because the bonus cash that we got, the bonus income, is outweighing the general, like, tax cash inflow, so... Oh, the first of our combat ships actually finally getting in here. New escort was finished, very nice. Independent colony of Actarians was encountered. Oh! We actually encountered a Ardilius as well. Where the hell are these guys? And of course they fucking ran away. Long before my fleet could actually get there, they ran away. Oh, they're right there. Perfect. Hell yeah, I'll take over your colony as well. Here, have a generous gift. We gladly accept your free trade agreement. So I might as well build a colony ship, because the next thing they're going to be, the literal next thing they're going to say is, you should come colonize us. So, I mean... Let's see. We did, or we were building a spaceport there, I think. Yeah, no, I don't want to chat with you. How's construction going on that? Or did we actually? Thought I built a small spaceport there. Apparently I did not. Let me rectify that situation. But it's still going to be a while before that's constructed, so we'll just go ahead and produce it here then. One colony ship, please. As I thought they would. We would like to join your empire. We literally just met. But hey, you're our people. We want to join you. How are they actually? Let me go ahead and check these guys. How is your economy? Good enough. I mean, obviously that's gonna go, like, the costs are gonna go up when I'm paying them, but still, I can get that tweaked in no time. New construction ship at the spaceport. I'm gonna say colonize. All the many ships. Agent evaded detection and stole information about basic troop transports. Very nice. Keep up the good work. Sure. Send our friendly Actarian neighbors some nice little cash stimulus there. There you go. I think once the spaceport there is built... Oh. Once the spaceport there is built, I'll build a couple more exploration ships right from there. Oh, did he warp out immediately? Interesting. Just as our guys were getting there, too. Ooh. Emerald crystal and especially carbonite. Hell yeah to the carbonite. I need me some carbonite. Well, at least my fleet is now in general vicinity of that area, so that should be good. And they do have a fuel tanker as well, so he's going to keep them all nice and fueled up. I really do wish I knew what happened to those ships I've rebuilt, though, because that's kind of annoying that they just vanished into thin air. Especially that destroyer. I mean, come on. It's a freaking destroyer that I rebuilt. Ah, whatever. So right now we got this, and then we're working on our actual interstellar destroyers, so we'll be able to get that started, and we'll see how things go from there. Then I'll start pumping out some actual combat ships. Ah, alright. Yeah, our cash flow is still pretty good, but yeah, no. Oh, why? Who's not happy? Why are we not happy? I see. Loading colonists. Now let's see if they immediately are heading out where I want them to go. Abandoned base encountered. Go ahead and investigate. Research breakthrough. We found an abandoned military base. Message appears to report a huge disaster. Had little success contacting other survivors of the 5 ships we sent out. Only the Solari have returned through hyperspace storms. However, able to bring the last survivors from our research station in the Podenthia system. While we hope there are other ships and survivors beyond this system, we dare not risk our last ship to search for them. There have also been rumors of strange space creatures that have been appearing since the Cataclysm. If these rumors are true, this would further endanger such efforts. Assign the 4th Defense Force to investigate reported threats at that system. Sure, why not? Oh, nice. We got the high-speed hyperdrive research was instantly completed. Oh, very nice. Okay. Still loading up people. He's almost full. No mission. Actually, where is he? If he hasn't left yet, which he shouldn't have, or maybe he did. Yep, there he is. Okay, so now if I click on these boys, I'm going to decline that for now. Now he should be given that mission. Or maybe he won't. Awkward. Whatever, just go ahead. Oh, you just came into the wrong neighborhood, my friend. You just walked into the wrong neighborhood. Let's slow this down even. Ooh. Oh, you ain't going anywhere, man. You ain't going anywhere. He's trying to jump. He's trying to leave. I like how our own beam weapons are actually destroying the missiles. He's trying to escape. Stop him. Stop him! Oh, there goes the missile. And it missed. Wow, it's living up to the name of a missile. Hit him hard, boys. Hit him hard. Oh, this hyperdrive's almost activated. Get him! Oh, this hyperdrive is offline. His reactor is offline and he's dead. Boom, shakalaka. That's what you get for raiding my shit, you asshole. Beautiful. Right. We're almost done with enhanced commerce. Finally, we'll see if that unlocks some actual commerce buildings after. Well, it'll be after that, but still. It'll be nice to unlock some actual proper commerce buildings to boost all this up. You're getting close finally to getting me a profit. Okay. Now we're working on the destroyers. Let's take a look what the next tier of the commerce is. Really hoping it'll be actually something. Open Trade Network. Here we go. Space Traders Bazaar. Can only build one in your empire. It does increase trade income, and it gives colony development and colony income bonuses. But it does apply trade income empire-wide. Get all these set up there. Huh. Actually. This is literally going to take like seconds to research. Let's do that quickly. Let's also get some improved sensors up there. I like how hyper jump inhibiting is just getting further and further away. I'm not going to bother with the rest of those for now, but that should be good enough. And let's also get basic countermeasures too, which I did not have. Yeah, that's going to take 46 days, so we'll just put that up near the top as well. This is, again, not going to take much time. Independent Colony are happy with us. Where's my colonizer? That was completed pretty damn quickly. There he is. Oh, geez. It's actually the frigate as well. Oh, God. Oh, no. Defend you boys. How far are you boys? Look, you're not too far. Agent. Mission complete but exposed. Meh. Not like I much care. Hey, I care. Welcome. Have you checked yet what your freighters are doing? Not specifically, no. Some of them are retrofitting, some are transferring cargo. Transporting cargo, transporting fuel, retrofitting. Retrofitting, he's transporting a lot of cargo. They're kind of just everywhere doing a little bit of everything. I don't really have control over the freighters, so yeah. Ah, yes, the lofty gates, ancient ruin. Sure, why not? Go ahead and investigate. What could go wrong? A pirate ambush. Where is the lofty gates? Alright, I'm going to have to send Squad 3 to help out with that. Interesting. Sure. Of course, it's an ice planet. Small spaceport completed. Good, now I can get a couple more explorers built there. Excellent. Oh, really? They do? Oh, yeah, that's kind of cringe. If they carry way below their capacity, that's massive cringe. That's... Honestly, that's one of those things in a lot of games that really pisses me off is when you have people that have a, like for example, like RimWorld, unless you were to add a mod in, which basically kind of dealt with the issue, you send people to go pick something up, they will literally run across half the map, grab that one item, and then run back. With the mod, they ended up running up there, grabbing that one item, then they'll grab anything else in the area to fill their capacity, and then run back and empty out their inventory. It's like, ugh. No wonder my economy was suffering as much as it was. Yeah, a lot of things you either don't get enough information about, or it just doesn't properly explain. Yeah, I'm gonna keep you over here. Because that station keeps getting attacked. To my aggravation. Ooh, nice. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead and build that up. My colony ship is almost in the area there now. Still has plenty of fuel. His energy is kind of low, though, which is unfortunate. How are we? We're finally working on the destroyers. We don't have any additional engine tech queued up. Fission Mastery. Got Quantum Exploitation. And then we have Fusion Physics. So we have 3 separate trees now where we can go down. Kind of wish I could have all 3 of these get displayed at once so I can kind of just go from that. So it's 84 a sec. Fuel storage capacity is 180. And it's 144 per thousand. So slightly higher reactor output for the Fusion Mastery. But the ratio isn't as good. This guy is a massive engine reactor output, but of course the fuel ratio is much worse. Yeah, this is a new tech. So yeah, Fission Mastery. This is just boosting up what we already have. So version 3 of that. Which wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. But then it's a division of power versus efficiency. And honestly, I'm probably going to go power. At least that's what I'm thinking of doing. We'll see, though. We still got the destroyers, beam weapons, and everything else to go through here. My biggest thing, or the issue that I had was, honestly, I wasn't a huge fan of the pirates, for the most part. Since, especially when you first started out, like if you start out on the default settings, you would encounter 3 pirates relatively quickly, and you would have to pay all of them. You don't have a choice. You choose not to pay, they will absolutely just F up your day. And it takes a long time to be able to get to the point where you can actually fight those damn pirates. So you're stuck in this kind of sucky position of having to lose income to these pirates. And even if you choose to try and fight them, they will just literally, warp out of there, like nope out of any combat, and away they go. Because their engines are so ridiculously overpowered that they can just do that. And be several galaxies away by the time you do anything. And that's the same issue with a lot of things, like even enemy factions will also just warp in and kind of fuck up your shit and then warp away. There we go. Hey, no. Why are you doing that? No, you were going directly there before. It's like, just directly go to the location and then colonize that planet. Thank you. Yeah, literally, and that's the thing too. It's like, I can understand part of the game lore in the sense that they managed to acquire some of the advanced, tech from the old empire and are using it and yada yada yada. But it's one of those things where it's like, why am I even being offered a choice? You know what I mean? Like, why am I even being offered a choice? It should be a matter of auto accept the payment because I literally have no choice unless the other pirates that I'm already paying protection to will, fight off those pirates or something, which they've never seemed to do. For the fact that I'm paying protection, they're not doing a very good job protecting me. Ooh, that's a good one. We really don't need the steel, but the rest of it's pretty nice. But yeah, no, it's like, it kind of sucks. Like, eventually they might form a defense pact with you, which means you don't have to pay them anymore, but still. It's just like, I hate not being given a choice, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah. Power used is higher than power generated. Yeah, basically. I mean, he got this far this quickly. 12 escorts with missiles usually can deter the pirates, not all of them, though. Yeah, but the only way they can deter the pirates is if you know where they're going to be. And for the most part, you can generally tell where they're going to be. Because they'll keep attacking the same colonies over and over and over again. And then as long as they're sitting on that colony, babysitting it, then sure, you'll be fine. But when you have multiple different pirate factions coming in and assaulting you from every different angle, then it tends to be less effective. I mean, it's protection to a point. They still have to make sure your business stays running, because if your business doesn't stay running, they don't get any money. Sure, they'll come break your legs, but, that's not going to help them get money now, is it? Yeah, none of these guys really like me. I currently have 5 factions that I'm paying. As much as that sucks. Whatever. Go for it. Oh, definitely go for that one. Yay! Yes, I'm already colonizing you. Just give him some time. He's getting there, okay? He's kind of slow. He'll be there eventually. Alright, we're starting to get all our destroyers going here, finally. Let's get them under their own little fleet. Create a new fleet for them. Let's find a... Join the 6th Fleet. Excellent. If only I could get past those damn electrical clouds. I actually already know where some of the pirates are. Some of the pirates were actually quite close. It was just a matter of... The other issue that I seem to have when it comes to wiping out the pirates is an issue that's a very general problem with the game, it seems, in that your fleet doesn't necessarily move together. They like to kind of all jump individually, and they kind of get there when they get there. So I'll encounter the issue where I have, almost 2 times the power, give or take, rating of ships converging in a pirate's base location. And then because they're still, I ordered them to go there, but they're still somewhat automated, they basically are like, oh look, we're in a system with pirates, we should attack them. And then they start individually going after them and getting the shit kicked out of them. Yeah, exactly. Like, if I was just gonna churn out a whole bunch of escorts and all that, then sure. For me, I basically was just like, meh, I'm just gonna pay them and then let them kind of do whatever. And, I mean, it kind of helped that there was a lot of independent worlds around me that very quickly folded into the Empire. I also happen to have another empire of friendly Ekdarians right next to me that works as kind of a shield against the foreign invasion there. So that was another good bonus. Yeah, your energy levels just suck, but you're getting there. You'll get there pretty quick. And because of, quickly getting the admin center and helping to reduce corruption and kind of, boost things up, all the colonies were producing much better, so I wasn't just losing out a crap ton of resources. Nice, we got our efficient beam weapon research done. He completed his mission on shock forces. Congratulations. Okay, let's go back to the fleet here and... Oh, yeah. They formed the 7th Defense Force, which is okay. So the 6th Fleet, well, could attempt to take on that station, but it really depends on how powerful they are. I'm going to have them already, though, refit themselves because I want to give them the better beam weapons. Actually... The 7th Defense Fleet will also retrofit themselves quickly. Yeah, that's why Hyperdrive to Nitech is a must. Yes, exactly. That's what I've been working towards, is getting that tech up and running so that I can actually make use of that real freaking quick. Because if you don't have the ability to stop them from just like, I'm just gonna nope out of this battle, then it becomes a minor annoyance, to say the least. But yeah, no, that's basically why I chose in the beginning that I'm not going to eliminate pirates. Like, I could literally disable pirates if I wanted to. A lot of colonies is costing me the main bit of negative cash flow. But it's being offset by my bonus income right now. The main colony that's draining the life out of me right now is a human colony that we kind of took over, which I'm kind of... I almost want to give up the colony because I'm not a huge fan of them. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to create a better passenger ship here soon. That's what I'm waiting for, the advanced civilian, which will be... Yeah, enhanced civilian ships are next, so we'll have the medium passenger ship. And then I can design one of those and get them into production. Well, I can't produce them, but still, you know what I mean. But yeah, this is the biggest drain right now on my resources. And this is the issue I have again. Support costs are massive. Now, my issue being, it will straight up tell you right here, if the population is less than 100 million, it'll increase support costs. Obviously, that is not the case. If the suitability to population is less than 20, which I'm pretty sure it's not, considering it's a continental. If it was like a volcanic world, obviously, yeah, that's going to be an issue. I mean, it's a continental planet, which should not be a bad planet. Unassimilated population, both are 100% assimilated, so that's, again, not an issue. And the population above 50% of maximum. What's the maximum? Where am I supposed to find the maximum? You know, it's like, oh, there's the max pop. Oh, I'm fucking blind. I now see the max pop. I thought I was, yeah, I was 100% blind. So it has to be above 50% of the maximum. So, yeah. Seven at best. Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, I don't really want to take over your planet, but, okay. That's why part of me is just thinking of, like, you know, getting rid of this colony, to be honest. If I can even do so, which is proving to be... Yeah, I don't even really have the option to get rid of it either. So, and the funny thing is, when dealing with independent colonies like the humans, my options are diplomacy to basically take over the colony,
or basically send troops to take over the colony. These are my two options. I do not like these options. I suppose I could do that because they are a massive drain of my income and I really don't want this colony. It's just not a good colony. But yeah, I think I'll do that because just no. I mean, I might be able to make them a good colony down the road, but meh. I have so many other, like, water worlds that are much better for me. But part of me is also thinking, like, I don't want to encourage the other races to then create a, or, you know, try and take over that world. But yeah, no, I think I'm going to do that. I tax thee into oblivion. As I tax them at 100%, they still hate me. The colony's rebelling. That was fast. Colony overthrown. Yay! Goodbye, colony. I never wanted you anyway. Ah, that's much better. Yeah, go for it. Decline. And this is another thing. It's like, we need more options when it comes to the advisors. Like, I can outright disable the advice that it keeps giving, which obviously I don't want to do because it's, you know, mostly still useful. But when I tell you I don't want to give these people, you know, any money, or I don't want to do something, you know, it's like, there should be an option like, I don't want to do this, please don't ask me again. Now ask them for a free trade agreement, lol. Yes, they can come up with their own colony. Or their own government and everything, run their own shitty colony. They are displeased with us. Yeah, we'll eventually do that. But not right now. But I'm sure as hell never taking them over again. But again, that's another of the things where it's like, even if I choose not to take them over, the game will constantly harass me over and over again. Hey, we'd like to join you. Please come take us over. Hey, we'd like to join you. And I'm just like, no! These guys right here harassed me with that so many fucking times. I was just like, just no, just leave me the hell alone. I don't want you. Nobody wants you. Just no. Except, apparently these guys wanted them, which I kind of laughed at a lot. We have acquired an abandoned base. Lovely. Where the heck are you? So you're way the hell out there. Fantastic. Let's get, we have no and that's the thing too that I find interesting is the resources aren't necessarily a global pool. You have to have the resources at the station in order to actually craft stuff. Like, it's not just a like we have this much in stock in the universe and we can build anything anywhere. Like right here, it's like it requires all this stuff, and obviously if I go to one of my other colonies, or my main colony, it's like, hey, we have everything you need to build. I have absolutely no problem building all of that. Damn, could you hurry up already? You're making us look bad. At least he finally bloody arrived. Can finally take over this world. Oh hey, it's that creature. Lovely. Uh-oh. That was some freaky things. Something froze for a second there. Oh, sure, why not? That looks good. Built that. We really don't need steel. We have such a massive excess amount of steel. We don't need it. No. You see what I mean? I just rejected that like not long ago. And it's already like, hey, you should give them money. Hey, you should give them money. Hey, have you given them money yet? I'm like, what is this thing attacking you? Please come kill this thing. Hey, get your ass back into the system. You are not allowed to flee the system. Retreat when you are attacked, not when there's enemies in the system, you bloody wanker. If the lovely giant space goo decides to attack you, then you can flee. Oh. Tech research from unusual or concentrations. Nice. Research station. Alright. Oh, those damn things. He completed his mission. Fantastic. On 0G combat. Now, colonize that damn planet. You guys. Take care of it. Nice. Improved frigates research finished. Go get it, boys. Let's see how well this they do on this. Oh, pfft. Quite well it seems. Oh, he's getting zapped there. But not mattering much. All the torpedoes are hitting quite well. I mean, it is a giant target, so... Oh yeah, there you go. And again. Once again. No. No. I do not wish to give them money. Please stop asking me to give them money. Thank you. Have a nice day. Taxes to manual. Corruption will be dealt with. Tax rate's about as high as it's going to get. And again, it's like, we're going to harass you. The only thing you can do, like if I go into here under policy settings for diplomacy, offering gifts, he can suggest it. He can suggest and execute. So the suggestions will automatically do them, do what they need to do. Or I can, of course, fully automate it. Or manually control this area, which means that they won't bloody suggest anything as far as I'm aware. But I do want them to suggest gifts because that tells me when, say, this colony is ready to accept a cheaper gift. So I'm able to keep reputation and shit like that up. So I do want that being said, but at the same time, it's like, I don't want to be told to, if I tell you no on something, it means no. It doesn't mean ask me again 5 minutes later. It means leave me the hell alone.
Swear. Colony income, we got polymer. Okay. Well, at least our cash flow is almost back up here, but I mean, our cash flow is still through the roof regardless, but hey. Alright, how are we doing here? So we're working on the enhanced civilian ships, and what am my timer at? Okay. So I got probably another 15 odd minutes, and I'm going to have to run away. Yeah, so it's like you can tweak a lot of the optimization, but it's only like surface-wise. You can't really go into depths with it, unfortunately. Aggravatingly, I should say. New research locations. We're already building it. Beyond maximum construction ship fuel range. Yeah, we need to work on that. But we're already working on those ones. What are our current research bonuses? So we're at 48% for construction, 37% for hyperdrive. All general research is up quite a bit. And so on and so forth. Unfortunately, we still only have the 2 scientists, which kind of sucks. We really haven't had much in the way of breakthroughs to get us some new scientists, so I'm somewhat disappointed about that. I'm pretty sure the homeworld also does have the science station. Yeah, it does. The Science Academy. So we have a 25% chance, or per appearance chance for new scientists, but we still haven't gotten any things, which is, again, disappointing. Keeps getting disabled by that damned rift. Ah, whatever. Whatever. How are the other colonies doing? You're finally getting close. They're actually up to 1,000 now, which is really nice. And the rest of them will kind of, you know, get there with time. Some of them are complaining the tax rate is too high. There we go. Tax rate is now at 20 for you. Why are you super unhappy? Colony is mostly undeveloped. Of course, you got that running up there now. Oops. Oh my god, why the fuck did I make that the capital? That was not intended. Did I set that to manual? I do have it set to manual. Okay, good. I'm reducing your tax to nothing. That you must, or might, blah, blah, blah. Words! English! Function! That you may be extra happy for now. You, however, could probably stand to go up to like 20% now. There we go. Now we're back in the positives again. Ish. Positives-ish. Oh, did it? Let's bring that down a little bit. I want to keep them relatively happy. There we go. So we're now making money off that colony too. How are you? Well, you I just tweaked down to 0 because I don't want you. You, however... Wait. Again. Manual, please. So that's as high as that's going to get, unfortunately. Until I can somehow improve the colony itself or get, again, some actual economy buildings to boost that up. That's about as good as that's going to get. But with the rest of them actually being, you know, pretty good providers right now for that. Yeah, our taxes are currently at like 29% for the main capital. Exactly, they multiply like rabbits later. Ah, excellent. You still haven't managed to get there either, have you? I swear, those damned electrical clouds. And I don't even know what tech allows me to even get access to that. Sure. You know what? Take some freaking money. I swear to God, though, if you ask me to colonize them, I'm gonna be pissed. Please do not ask me to colonize them. Because at that point, I'm gonna go into the fucking settings for that and just tell you no.
Speaking of which, let me go ahead and actually produce another colony ship just so I have an extra in case something pops up. Fine, do it. Otherwise, you're going to keep harassing me about it, as always, so just bloody do it. We're at 44%. Then I can... Yeah, I think that's what I'll do, is I'll design a quick civilian transport ship and just go crazy with that. Oh, they're declaring war on the Lundari Enclave. Interesting. Very well. Good luck in your war, then. Because I'd like to help you out, but if you don't need my help, then okay, good luck. Go Team Fishman, I guess. Lovely. There we go. Pretty sure I gained 2 of my spies back. Excellent. Yeah, I've already built a lot of the resort bases. Like, anytime it's basically popped up saying, hey, build a resort base here, I've been like, done, done, done. So I'm pretty sure most locations that are able to have one should already have one. Welcome back. Oh, what? Ha! He's been... I paid 40 grand for him, and he was dismissed due to poor skills and general incompetence. Please don't dismiss this one. Otherwise, I'll be very pissed off that I fucking spent all that money for nothing. Please don't just dismiss any of my agents. Okay. There we go. We're sending both these boys here, which will be hopefully enough to destroy it. Enormous sandstorm at Aridonia 2. An extensive loss of life. It damaged the quality. That's always a pain in the ass. And this always seems to happen with events too, directed at like your home world. Where it's like, it's not only killed millions of people, but it's damaged the quality of it. Join the 6th Fleet. We need you. Alright. So hopefully we'll be able to wipe out these pirates. So there's pirates there. There's a pirate faction over here. Pirate faction over there as well, I guess. Fine, go ahead. Colony ship is finished. Lovely. It'll probably be throwing a, yeah, sure, go for it. Throwing an advice thing my way here soon. Do I have any spare admirals? He's actually transferring to the 6th Fleet, which is nice. Oh, nice. So it'll be a couple months though. Unfortunately, so it's not going to be in enough time to matter. Alright, let's speed this up until they get here. Then I can basically get rid of the protection. And we'll see how well this works. And nice, he stole some kinetic weapons. Alright, let's save up here. Reputation diabolical. Speak with them. Cancel protection agreement. Goodbye. Launch all the fighter squads! You will help. We're actually beating it down quite heavily. Just hit the sanctuary. Nail that sanctuary. Get that sucker down. Shields are almost gone finally. Shields are down. Taking some hull damage. No. They're like the perfect victim for me. I get to steal so much shit from them, and it would take nothing for me to take them over, or at least wipe them out. Yeah, that's true. But it also gets me the, well, that's the thing too, and again, that's the intriguing part about this, is it's not a simple matter of, like, you build a mining station and suddenly your universal resource pool magically has all those resources. You actually have to transport them. So yeah, no, I should probably disable that soon, because we have, generally speaking, more than enough resources at this point. With some minor exceptions. Nice. Oh, I'm just gonna watch this guy get melted. Oh, that one hit. Run away! Bravely run away! Goodbye. Like, oh shit. Nice. And that's a destroyer fleet for you. Excellent. Next. Nope. I love how the asteroid field is represented by just a giant asteroid. I think that's one of the, pretty sure that's one of the pirate factions. No, it's not. Oh. Foreign pirate leader recovered. Pirate leader Tukari. Okay, interesting. Nice. Now the question is, what do we do with him? Oh, nice. Breakthrough in effective diplomacy. Cultures and customs. Mining station under attack. Because, yeah, our empire sprawl is quite up there, I would say. Because especially up here, we're spreading out up here quite a bit, and I could definitely consolidate a little bit better. But honestly, I could just make up with it the fact as well with just producing a bunch more fleets and spreading them out. Especially now that I have mostly the funds for it. You're at 88% for that. That one's actually fully constructed. Very nice. So, I mean, you don't like the tax rate. It's at 20%, so I can't raise that any higher. So we'll see how that goes. Research breakthrough in deep space damage control. Very nice. I actually do need that one. So I think the last thing I'll do, since I'm already at the 2-hour mark, and that's probably going to be all for today, is I'm going to design that transport ship, and then that'll be it for now. Ship designs. Add new. Medium passenger ship. Okay. Probably gonna need reactors, yep. Actually, we have the passenger compartment. We do have the regular passenger compartment. Hmm. Hmm. Actually, no, because we'll have just enough for another passenger compartment. So the hyperdrive speed will be scaled down. What if I want to give it another passenger compartment? Hmm. Actually, no, I can still do quite a bit for that. So let's get another reactor. Okay, that's fine. I don't really care. So I can add another hyperdrive on there. Only one hyperdrive is required. Okay, that's not going to matter then. Then I won't need the additional crew component. And sure, there we go. So... six... That's not too bad. So that would be, what, 6 billion? Or 6 millitransport? I don't know. My brain is not functioning right now. I've been at this for too long. Alright. What am I going to say here? Let's see. There we go. Perfect. Get building, boys. Alrighty. Was there anything else that I needed to tweak before I call that for today? No, all our colonies are doing pretty good. A limited trade agreement? Sure. I will at least agree to a limited trade agreement with you. Man, I am surrounded by cat people. No, as much as I like them, I'm not just going to give them free tech. I mean, they are basically my Eastern shield, but they're not that effective of a shield. You know, they only have 2 colonies. They basically went to war with someone that now has 4 colonies, so we'll see how that turns out for him. But anyway, I think I'm going to call that there for now. So next time around, we got to get some of the other basic stuff going here. We'll finally get hyper jump inhibiting, which will be quite nice to have. Then we can get some enhanced storage, better energy shields, finally get to the open trade network, and from there, maybe we can also keep working our way up that same path. Actually, I think I'll even queue that up. Ooh, next is large civilian ships. No, get away, you. Medium colony ship, and then, of course, large freighter, passenger ship, and all that. Not really that interested in that one. Might be interested in getting the light cruiser, but I might work on getting some other stuff there first. Like, for example, actually, I'll get on that eventually. Yeah, let's continue down this branch, get that high volume cargo transfer. Tempting, but not right now. Guess we should get the basic troop transport pushed up there. Since that's literally going to take 17 days, let's just pump that up to the top. That way that'll be done basically immediately. Enhanced construction. Yeah, let's get that too. That one I'll pump up a little bit more though. We'll put that up right around there. And that should be good for now. So a lot of stuff left to work on. We are really not that far down the tech tree here. Long-range beams should also probably start getting researched as well. And maybe enhance our torpedoes, but I'll put that on the bottom for now. Regardless though, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Have yourselves a great one, and I shall see you all next time with some more Distant Worlds 2. Till then.